everyone, and welcome tonight. I'm here with the amazing Elisa Kirschhofer, and we are going to talk about the wonderful partnership between Idioma Education and Consulting and the American Classical League. If you want to access this presentation, please feel free to use the QR code in the bottom right-hand corner or the tiny URL link, tinyurl.com/ACL Idioma.
Oh, that's
And
me.
so, yeah, Lisa's going to talk a little bit about the PD from
Yes,
Idioma.
I'd love to talk about Idioma. So, my name is Elisa Kirschhofer. I'm a marketing director, instructional coach, workshop facilitator with Idioma Education Consulting. We are so proud to partner with ACL, and super excited that ACL members enjoy 10% off all new course registrations. Maureen is one of our Latin teachers, and we're so grateful for her expertise. We know that finding good professional development and good content in Latin is a challenge. And so we're really grateful to Maureen for developing these courses with us and for teaching them and for just giving choice to our Latin teachers. All super useful strategies. All of our courses are immediately applicable and can be used for professional development hours or for graduate level credit. Whatever you're looking for, we partner with states and we partner with ACL, and we try to make this as affordable and as accessible to our teachers as possible. So please reach out, let us know what you need. Feel free to reach out to me or Maureen about the courses. Maureen can talk to course content. I can talk about course structure. Happy to help. We've got scholarships available. We have the 10% off discount for ACL members. And we're just happy to work with you to figure out how to make this work best.
Awesome. And I just want to let you know some of the upcoming courses that we're doing. We have in our fall 2024 lineup, we have Come See and Conquer, teaching Caesar in the Latin classroom. And I've gotten some feedback from people that Caesar is not in the new AP syllabus, but something that is in the new AP syllabus is teacher choice. And Caesar is a fabulous option if you're starting to talk about war and empire. I think that having the Caesar passages paired with some of those Virgil passages is actually a really great way to do that. And even paired with some of the new Pliny passages. So Caesar's still an incredibly applicable text to be reading with students. And because we now have teacher choice, it can be really helpful. Epic to epigram, again, is great for poetry. I find that poetry is a great transitional way to get students from usually textbook Latin to more authentic Latin. And this goes over a lot of different strategies for teaching poetry. And I think it can be really helpful too if you're an AP teacher and looking again at that teacher choice. In the winter, we have Latin teaching methods, which is one of my favorite courses to teach. There are not a lot of Latin teaching methods courses out there. And so I think it's really helpful to have one that's online. And just as Elisa was saying, all of these courses have activities and ideas that are immediately applicable to your classroom. So while we do read articles and we do look at some of the research, everything we're doing is something that's applicable right away to the Latin classroom. And I just wanted to mention two other courses I'm teaching, differentiation and literacy, because we have some examples in Latin, because I happen to teach these too. So if you want to talk about these, especially differentiation is great. I've done a lot of work with Elisa on differentiation, and it's a lot about how to reach every student. And literacy is great for those interpretive skills, those things that we really do for interpretive communication, which, as we know, is so important in the Latin classroom. In the second part of the winter, we have Fortune Favors the Bold, teaching Virgil in the Latin classroom. And this is going to get a little bit of a makeover because I'm going to start including the new passages. So we're going to do a little makeover for Virgil and make him show off his new passages there, and also social justice in the Latin classroom, which is truly a labor of love for me. It's something I believe passionately about, and I'm always trying to uplift voices in the classroom, and social justice in the Latin curriculum is a great way to do it. And so you can see when we're teaching other things, a repeat of epic to epigram if this time works better for you in the spring. And more repeats here. We've got some more Caesar, we have social justice, we have differentiation. Again, for the spring, this spring is kind of the sweet spot. I feel like the school year is kind of ending. This is a great time to take on a course when you're kind of like fresh off the school year and like, oh, I want to start planning for next year. So this is a really good time. I've had some amazing class groups during this time period. And
The
that's not
social
to say,
justice course. Oh, sorry, I just wanted to
oh, no,
interrupt the
go
social
ahead.
justice course too. If you're looking at some of the new frameworks that are coming out, especially on the East Coast, the Massachusetts frameworks that just come out, those social justice standards are really important, and that course directly addresses those social justice standards. So if you're looking for how can I incorporate more of that and make sure that I'm getting content and that I'm able to share with my students, that's a great way to do it.
100%. And one of the things we are going over a lot there are the learning for justice standards, which are honestly informing most of those East Coast state standards. And I know California state standards. I'm trying to think of people who just did it. Connecticut just did theirs, and so
Yeah.
it's
Rhode
super.
Island, I think, is almost
Oh
done.
yeah, Rhode Island, right? Yep. Massachusetts was kind of leading the way there, which was awesome. But those are all great options. And in our last summer lineup, we've got some Virgil, some Latin teaching methods. Again, this is a great time to take this because even if you took Latin teaching methods like 10, 15, even 5 years ago, things have changed. And I think it's because of brain science, but it's also because of really dedicated research into how students learn a language. And I think that thinking about how we do that is really important. And it's so different even than back when I was in grad school. Like the way that we learn a language and the way we know we learn a language is so different. And so that's why Latin teaching methods is a great refresher course too, right before the school year. And again, you're going to come out of that course and you're going to have so many different ideas and activities that you can apply right away to your classroom. So that would be a great course to take during this time. And again, if you're teaching the new AP syllabus, you'll have the new Virgil that you can take there too. So if you want to update your Virgil skills to get ready for the new AP syllabus. And so I've attached some webinars here. Obviously, we're not going to watch these, but and Elise is in some of them as well. But these are some webinars we've done for Idioma that have a lot of examples in Latin. So if you're interested in this and seeing more content like this, please follow Idioma on YouTube because there is a lot of wonderful content for teachers there, and it is totally free. One of the great things, and one of the reasons I actually keep working with Idioma over and over again is because it is for teachers by teachers. This is something where we have all been working teachers. I'm a full-time teacher by trade, and I really believe in this company's mission to bring to teachers what they need. And that totally goes along with what I want to say next because, oh, no, I don't want that. They're all going to go off, aren't they? Oh, yeah, they're all going.
There we go.
To talk about potential future Latin courses, and it's so important to get your feedback. Here's some things we've been spitballing and thinking about. Obviously, Pliny's letters because of the updated AP exam, but also thinking about updating the Virgil class, like we've been talking about, maybe something with women writing Latin, maybe something with integrated performance assessments for Latin, because that's going to be something that's so important, especially for those places that are having their updated standards. Integrated performance assessments are going to be the gold standard for evaluating languages. And so how do we do this with Latin? Finally, the updated ACL 2024 standards, which 100% apply to Latin and classical languages. Latin is not different in these standards. So it's something to consider and think about, and something that we can think of as Latin teachers going forward. And because of this, we need your help. We would love your input. If you could please, if you get an opportunity, fill out this survey. It'll take you 2 minutes and it will really help us to know what programming we can offer for you. What are some future courses that you are interested in? And what are some webinar topics you'd be interested in? And if you don't feel like filling out a survey and you'd rather just email me, I am latintechtools@gmail.com. So please just feel free to reach out. I'd love to hear your ideas and your input. That would be so helpful.
Great. So our online fall 2024 courses, if you are an ACL member, you can take advantage of 10% off our courses. So starting October 14th on Monday, we have our fall lineup. Our courses are 6 weeks long. This October 14th through December 6th is a little bit longer just because the course kind of ends right before the Thanksgiving break. And we wanted to give teachers an opportunity to, if they needed that time over the Thanksgiving break to finish the course, they can have that time. You can also finish it before the Thanksgiving break if you choose, and to give our instructors a little bit of extra time to grade the work. So you can expect your transcript if you're taking for graduate level credit, 7 to 10 days after that December 6th date. So we do realize that the October 14th to December 6th, that's 8 weeks, it's not 6 weeks. But the reason why is so that we can kind of accommodate people are traveling, people getting ready for the holiday, people need the time over the holiday, whatever it is. And even within that, we're still super flexible. So if ever you need extra time or different time, or if you just need a little bit of patience and grace from us, we're happy to do that. That's one of the, I think, wonderful things about taking courses with us is you get a very human, very empathetic teacher experience because, like Maureen said, we are practicing teachers. We're teachers teaching teachers. We get it, and we just want to be helpful, and we want to give you what you need.
Absolutely. I would echo that 100%. And I think that I think teachers have been like really glad that we get it. Like, I
Mhm.
can't get this in tonight because my grades are due tomorrow. We get it. We've been
Yeah.
there. We can help out. And so we are here for teachers. And I really appreciate you saying that, Elisa, because that is so true.
Yeah, so some of the other programming that we offer, really we're a comprehensive kind of an experience. So any kind of support and programs for our world language teachers. You can take our courses for recertification, licensure, and salary advancement, like we talked about. We do also have an online Master of Education through Colorado State University Pueblo. So if you're interested in an MEd, we can help get you started, and we do have scholarships available for that also. We do customized world language department workshops and professional development. We can do a special cohort of any course with your department. If you have I work with a couple of schools that have a good size Latin department. If you guys want to take a course as a group, we're happy to put that cohort together and do some special pricing for that. We also come into schools and we work with you on curriculum development. We work with you on best practices. Really, the menu is on the website, but we're happy to customize any kind of a workshop experience that would be best for you. And then we also have a Seal of Biliteracy assessment program. So if you are a Seal of Biliteracy coordinator in your district, or if you know that your district has a lot of students that can't take one of the assessments like the Apple or the Stamp, we have Seal of Biliteracy assessments for less commonly taught languages. Right now we have Bahasa Indonesian, we have Thai, we have Nepali, Punjabi. Right now we're working on developing in Western Armenian and Eastern Armenian. So if your district is in need of one of those less commonly taught languages, we're happy to accommodate. Just reach out to me and we'll get it going. And of course, we partner with ACL and all these other groups. Super lucky to have such strong partnerships and to work with other organizations that share a mission of just supporting world language teachers.
Well, please reach out to us if you have any questions, and we are so happy to answer them. And we are looking forward to working with a lot of you. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.